Thank you so much for joining us on a Saturday afternoon. My name is Bilal Kazmi and I'm the director here at the Sabil Center. As many of you may know, the Sabil Center is one of the Islamic Food and Nutrition Council of America's many community programs. We offer a myriad of services here. We are an Islamic museum and Muslim cultural center dedicated to Islam's last prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'd like to wholeheartedly welcome you here today. You might have come across and seen several of our galleries. We feature over 6 galleries featuring various aspects of the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from timelines of his life, timelines of the Siyar, to the beautiful exhibits right behind you. Aside from the galleries, the Sabil Center offers a myriad of social services. We have an elderly program, which I'm happy to see many of you that are here today are a part of as well. We also soon will start offering youth services and new services, integration services for new immigrants and refugees. With that being said, everything here at the Sabil Center we plan with a lot of efficiency, a lot of time, dedication, and effort is put in. From our galleries, to our paintings, to our halal demo kitchen in the back, even how these seats are set up in a particular way so for your viewing pleasure. As you've noticed, each table has 6 chairs on it so that no one's back is facing the stage and everyone has a clear view. So let's try to keep how the setup, how it was, right, when you arrived. If there, you don't have to have 8 people or 10 people at one table. There's plenty of open spaces where you'll have a full view. I would like to now invite Mr. Hafiz Khabar Hussain, who will recite verses from the Holy Quran, followed by a translation by Muhammad Ali. Hafiz Khabar Hussain is a recent grad of Information Systems from DePaul University and a software developer by profession. And Muhammad Ali is an AI developer from Germany, currently visiting Chicago. So we're lucky to also have Hafiz Khabar Hussain will be moderating the conversation as well. We have some other very keynote speakers also before our chief guest speaker as well. So I would like to invite Khabar Hussain onto the stage. Thank you, everyone.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم.
Surah Al-Hashr, Surah 59, verse 22. He is Allah, who there is no God but Allah. He is all-knowing, the most merciful, the most merciful. He is Allah, the Most High. The Most High, glory be to God for what they share. He is Allah, the Creator, the Creator, the Creator. The one who fashioned the most beautiful names for him, whatever is in the heavens and the earth glorifies him. Dear Judge, thank you.
Jazakallah. It was Muhammad Ali who was doing the translation of recitation from Holy Quran. Ladies and gentlemen, ए आलमे नुजुमो जवाहिर के किरदगार, मुझे भी गिरहे शामो सहर खोलना सिखा। अब जहर जायके हैं ज़बाने हुरूफ के, मीज़ाने खारो खस में गोहर तोलना सिखा। दिल मुब्तला है कब से अज़ाबे सुकूत में, तू रब्बे नुत्को लब है मुझे बोलना सिखा। मैं उसके नाम से करता हूँ इब्तदाए सुखन, खमीरे कुन से जो उगाता है ज़मीनो ज़मन। वही तो है जो हवाओं को दे के इज़्ने खराम, समंदरों की जबी से उभारता है शिकन। झुका मैं सामने उसके तो सुरखरू भी हुआ, न हाथ शन हुए मेरे न है ज़बां में थकन। I would like to thank and welcome all of you guys here for joining us today in this prestigious event. So, first of all, I would like to discuss the scenario of the event. First of all, our renowned guest, one of the great scholars of Islamic era in our, and I am it feels very immense pleasure to be with him today. So now I would like Professor Marcia Hermansen to the stage. So a bit introduction about her. She is a professor in theology department and director of Islamic World Studies at Loyola University Chicago. She teaches courses in Islamic studies and academic studies of religion. Dr. Hermansen has published a number of articles in the fields of Islamic thought, Sufism, Islam, and Muslims in South Asia. So, give a big round of applause to Professor Dr. Marcia Hermansen.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalam ala nabiy al-kareem. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Today I have the honor of introducing our speaker, Honorable Sahibzada Sultan Ahmad Ali, who is one of the main custodians of the shrine of Sultan al-Arifin Hazrat Sultan Bahu in District Jam, Pakistan. He is a 10th generation descendant of the saint who lived from 1630 to 1691, spanning the reigns of the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. Sultan Bahu became a disciple of a Qadri Murshid who sent him to Delhi for spiritual and Islamic learning and training. And on the basis of his writings, Sultan Bahu seems to have become quite learned in Persian and Arabic. Sultan Bahu probably needs no introduction for Pakistanis, especially for those who speak Punjabi. And I have learned with the visit of Sultan Sahib that I should broaden that to say that his name and fame of Sultan Bahu is also there in India and also among communities such as the Sikhs and Hindus who respect and embrace the teachings of his poetry, and even as far as Bangladesh, I should add, and Afghanistan. So that kind of pan-South Asian cultural area. Scholarly opinion about Sultan Bahu to date seems to be that he is rather understudied as a figure. There's still a lot of work to be done. We have some translations of his poetry, some academic articles and studies, but he's really a prolific author. He is best known for his Punjabi poetry, Abiyat, but he has dozens, if not more than 100, of works in Persian, some still in manuscript. So in other words, there's a lot still to be done. And actually part of the service and mission of the organizations that Sultan Sahib is working with is to make this legacy of Sultan Bahu available for study and to disseminate his teachings more widely. By the way, the name Bahu means with him, and most of Sultan Bahu's poems end with the refrain Hu, which means him, the one, the divine. So it's a kind of zikr or wird embedded in this poetry. Sultan Bahu holds a significant place among the popular Sufi poets writing in the vernacular languages on the basis of the Punjabi verses in Abiyat. The major themes of his poetry, and I'm imagining we're going to learn something about these themes in today's lecture, they're resonant with the writings of poets such as Rumi, who lived 400 years earlier, as well as the poetic traditions of the Indian subcontinent. For example, transcending externals and sectarianism, and even at times adopting the female voice as the lover of the divine. You may be familiar, some of you may be familiar, with couplets such as the following, notably sung by Abda Parveen. Name alim, name fazl, na mufti, na qazi hu, na dil mera dozakh mange, na shauk beheshte razi hu, name tarihi roze rakhe, name pak namazi hu, Baj wisal Allah de bahu, dunya kori bazi hu. The world is but a game, Bahu, unless union with the divine is attained. Our guest, who I'm introducing today along with his work on Sultan Bahu, our guest Sultan Sahib has been an active religious leader, writer, speaker, and debater for the past 15 years. His writings engage multiple topics, ranging from international relations to philosophy, the reformation of humanity and society, Pakistan studies, fiqh, and the unity of the Muslim community. He also received a master's in Persian literature from Punjab University, where his main expertise focused on Sufi poetry. One of his achievements that I think you will be exposed to today is that he is a treasury, a zakhira of poetry and citations in Arabic, Persian, Urdu, and Punjabi that he has memorized. And this achievement, especially for some of the younger people, you may never have even encountered this kind of, wonderful treasury that was such a part of Muslim culture, being able to move across languages and cite a line of poetry and how it relates to some other line of poetry, this kind of interlinguistic capacity and this evocation of memory, which is disappearing today in a world of tweets and artificial intelligence. So feel that you have touched, something very rare and precious. Sultan Sahib bridges multiple worlds, not only the East and increasingly the West, but also the challenges of making Islamic spirituality relevant for contemporary times and the new generation. One of his responsibilities is the chairmanship of a research think tank called the Muslim Institute, with branches in Islamabad and London. And this is not just like a signboard, the Muslim Institute, but this is a huge establishment with wonderful facilities and lots of individuals working tirelessly to carry the message forward. He also oversees an online Oxford-style debate platform, the Muslim Debate. He's involved, oversees the journal Muslim Perspectives and an internationally distributed magazine, Mirat al-Arifin. Furthermore, the Jamaat and Tanzim, following Sultan Bahu, have a very large nationwide network in Pakistan with offices in nearly every district, through which hundreds and thousands of motivated members are carrying forward the message of Sultan Bahu. Other, perhaps unexpected dimensions of Sultan Sahib's activities include tent pegging and equestrian expertise, as well as off-road racing. He's been competing in off-road racing in Pakistan since 2015, and remarkably he finished, and he wins. He competes and he often wins. And remarkably he finished the 2017 Wada race on 3 tires when one of the 4 tires burst a few kilometers from the finish line. Today's topic, the prophetic model, spiritual perspectives from Rumi to Iqbal, is clearly resonant with the mission of the Sabil Center to spread knowledge of the life and teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his positive message and example. What is conveyed by the word spiritual in this title? Whether we understand its range as tazkiyah, tarbiyah, ihsan, or ruhaniyat, what is conveyed is the role of Islamic Sufism as embodied in the noble Muhammadan example. And I'd like to, just wrapping it up, in conclusion, draw on a recent conversation that a group of us were privileged to have with Sultan Saab. And he was talking about one of his many activities, that he had organized an academic seminar at Punjab University Department of Persian with scholars from all around Pakistan and even abroad, and they were speaking about the poetry of Rumi and Sultan Bahu. And apparently there was some trepidation that, hey, this seminar is going to be on kind of Sufi poetry. What if people show up and they have an objection to Sufism, and there might be some badmazgi or dissension in the audience? But apparently what happened was, when the learned speakers talked about the themes of the poetry of Rumi and Sultan Bahu, and they talked about Quran and Hadith and these really deep spiritual teachings, everybody was happy and harmonious and said, if this is Sufism, we love it. This is what we need for the Ummah, to have unity, friendship, and positive development. So inshallah, this is the message that is being carried forward. Again, a message that is so relevant to the work of the Sabil Center. And I would now like to turn the floor over to Sultan Saab to enlighten us.